Friends, today I'm going to tell you a story of Anathapindaka, who was one of the greatest lay disciple of the Buddha. Now, what is a lay disciple? Lay disciple is a person who is not a monk, who stays at his home and venerates the Buddha and is a follower of the Buddha. Now, the name Anathapindaka, look at it. Anatha means the person who is an orphan, and Pindaka is who gives alms. So he is Agga. Agga means very much ahead, the most chief disciple for generosity. Anatha Pindaka was. Let's get into the story. He was one of those wealthiest people during the Buddha's times. He was a leading banker, and he was born. His name was Sudatta, and during the first year of Buddha's enlightenment, he and his monks used to stay in the forest. Uh, his brother-in-law, Sudatta's brother-in-law, came in touch with the Buddha, and he decided to build monasteries at Rajgraha. Sudatta, when he came to visit his brother-in-law at Rajgraha, which is a city in Bihar, he was surprised that his brother-in-law was busy preparing. So he asked him, "What are you so busily preparing for?" So he said, "The Buddha is coming. The enlightened one is coming tomorrow for having a look at the monastery which we are building." So he asked him, "Who is this enlightened one?" So he said, "You meet him tomorrow, and then maybe you'll come to know about it." When he heard the word Buddha, when he heard the name enlightened one, there was something where he became very, very restless. And in the night, he couldn't sleep. At dawn, he just went out and he was just walking along the street, and he heard a voice. How are you, Sudatta? With the voice, he prostrated before the Buddha, and the Buddha realized that this is a noble soul, and he started preaching to him. And as he started preaching and telling him about impermanence, Sudatta slowly started getting into the area of getting sanctified, and he became a stream enterer immediately. And the next day, he requested the Buddha that you have to come down to Savatthi, where I will build the biggest monastery for you. Buddha agreed to it, and immediately Anathapindaka went off to Savatthi, which is now present day Shravasti in Uttar Pradesh. He went there and he started looking out for a place for the Buddha's monastery. Came across a place which was not too close to the city and not too far. He came across a grove or forest land which is known as the Jeta's Grove, and it was owned by Prince Jeta. He went to Prince Jeta and told him, "I want to buy this land." So Prince Jeta said, "I'm not going to give you even for 18 million rupees." He said, "I'm ready to give you more than 18 million rupees. So Prince Jeta was astonished. So he took him to the king and told him, "He's going to give me 18 million. So how do we want it?" So the king said, "It has to be in gold." Immediately, Anathapindaka brought in truckloads of gold, and he laid it all over the grove. Prince Jeta was astonished. He said, "What is this happening? Why so much of gold is being laid down?" Then Anathapindaka said, the person who is going to come here and who is going to preach give his teachings is going to give us much more than whatever gold which has been laid down, and even much more than that. It's going to benefit the entire human race. Prince Jeta then told him that one portion which was not covered by gold, he said, "I would donate." Anathapindaka not only bought the land for 18 million rupees, but he also built a lot of big monastery with lots of rooms, and he welcomed the Buddha when he came there. And out of the 40 years of the Buddha's entire preachings, he spent a lot of rain retreats and a lot of time at Jeta's Grove. So this is the story of one of the greatest lay followers of the Buddha. When I look at this story, am very, very I learn a lot of lessons from it personally, that how important it is to understand the person's worth. It cannot be even sometimes measured by gold. There are lots of lessons which we learn from Anathapindaka, and I leave it to all of you all to think about it, to ruminate, and to ideate about it. Thank you.